I gotta ask. So, what was it like portraying an officer of the law who was both trying to rid the streets of power? There you go. I knew it. I knew you had one. There we go. We are brothers, man. So, what was it like portraying an officer of the law who is both trying to rid the streets of power, but also kind of using it to increase its effectiveness to get rid of it on the streets?
Yeah, he's not a perfect guy. And this is, I think, what's relatable about him and why he's so fun to play as an actor and also so fun to watch as an audience member. He's not a hero. Not
Right.
an angel. He's not a saint. Wears a Saints jersey, not a saint. And he has his virtues and his vices. He really does, I think, care about his hometown. He cares about the people of New Orleans a lot, but he's also seduced by that temptation of wanting to see what his power is and experience that invincibility. And, that complexity is what makes for, I think, a fascinating character on screen.
I couldn't agree with you more. Actually, this movie like all came together. It's exactly kind of like these superhero movies are hot right now, but it's just a smart way to like twist it on its head, which I thought was brilliant. This movie also talks a lot about the meaning of power. Not necessarily the power that your character ends up possibly getting. I don't spoil anything. What would you consider your actual character's power? What would you consider Frank's actual power?
His actual power that he has without the pill?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, he does sort of have the gift of gab.
He does.
But it backfires on him oftentimes. So, and I guess that's true of most people with the gift of gab. Usually anybody who's like good at talking gets themselves into trouble sometimes. So I guess that's Frank.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, that's that scene. He's very quick on his feet too. Jumps in the shower. That whole scene with Robin's mom, I loved it. Speaking of Robin, can you talk to me about the relationship with Frank and Robin? Because we get introduced to Frank right away, kind of with Robin. I don't want to spoil anything with that either. But can you talk to me about what he sees in Robin?
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm glad you brought up the character of Robin, because the first thing I would just say is Dominique Fishback, the actress who plays that character, is such a find and such a talent. And if you like actors, you like acting, check out Project Power, if for no other reason than to see Dominique, because she's going to have a long career ahead of her. She's a real, genuine article. And yeah, we were really keen to make sure that the relationship between Frank and Robin was clearly something warm and that they were real legitimate friends. And they're an unlikely pair, Frank,
right.
detective, she's a high school student. But we actually, in rehearsal, we did some improvisation to experience why and how they became friends, so that we had that sort of muscle memory. And when it came time to shoot our scenes, we were hoping that the audience could really feel like, oh, these two have a history, they have a rapport. And it's an important part of the story.
Now, New Orleans is one of my favorite cities in all of the United States, actually all of the world. And it almost seems like a character in this film all on itself. Can you talk to me about what New Orleans brings to the film?
Yeah, I really agree with you. I think New Orleans is just about the most unique city in this country. And I say that as a proud native Angelino, but there's something about New Orleans that, like, there's parts of the country where you can go and be like, this is a lot like LA. If you go to, I don't know, I've been places in, whether it's, Vancouver or, well, that's not this country, but Pennsylvania or St. Louis or wherever, there's LA is sort of in many ways similar to a lot of American cities. Not New Orleans. New Orleans is just a different thing, and it's beautiful. There's so much flavor and culture and love for the local community, and I really admire that about the town. I've always loved spending time there. I've shot 2 movies there, and so it was easy to play a character whose love for his hometown of New Orleans really drives a lot of the choices that he makes in the story. And you're right, the filmmakers, Henry and Rel, I think, did a great job of making the city of New Orleans and the kind of the textures that it brings a real character in the movie.
Well, Joseph, I want to thank you for your time. Amazing job on the film. I can't wait for everyone to see this. Blew my mind. Thank you so much, and go Dodgers. I'm
Go
all about
Dodgers, go blue.
it.
Cheers.
Thanks,
buddy.
Joseph.